Hello, I'm Vara,
Hello, I'm Roxy.
and you're listening to VCR. Hey, Roxy, how you doing?
I am fan freaking tastic.
You sound fantastic. You must have
It's
had a
been a
great
while
day
since I
today.
felt fantastic. But
Good.
some things just bring you joy.
It does. It does. And there's something out there right now that's bringing a lot of people
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
joy.
joy, and it's just the weirdest thing. And
Craziest.
I know, I know. When Roxy first introduced it to me, I was like, what the hell is that?
What?
And then I just ignored
Like,
it for a good
what the
while.
fuck?
I was like, what is this? I ignored it for a good while. And then all of a sudden, I actually watched an episode, and then I was hooked with how ridiculous
It is.
I mean, just
And it's
the
almost like
thing.
it's so bland, but
Yeah,
it's so funny and it's so I guess because it's so relatable.
yeah, I guess so.
So
So what we're talking about is the new social media comedy skit that's kind of like just really
take it over.
off by storm
Like
over here. But we're talking about Chet. Chit.
shit.
Chet. So Chit. So it's really ridiculously funny. Um
Larry.
it's insane. It's about this nerdy looking guy named Chet or Chit, and he wears these aviator glasses and has this really weird.
They're almost Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Yes, yeah, he has this really weird pumpkin
Bowl
haircut in
cut,
the front, and then
like a
it go,
little bowl.
and then it's like a mullet in the back, and he has this
Mhm.
mustache, and he's this nerdy,
Sweater vest.
yes, nerdy skinny guy, and he he's just a surprisingly weird guy who just like does things that completely surprises you. But the interactions that he has with his co-workers is just
So funny.
dumbfounding.
They're
It's so
hilarious.
funny. It
And
really,
it's just like everyday mundane things that are hilarious.
yeah. And
He does it.
what is going on? So the first
Oh,
big introduction here is, for me at least, Roxy constantly saying,
do
do
it,
it, lady," and I'm
lady.
like, what the hell are you doing? Why
I
are
think that was the first thing that I said to you. And I was like, you don't know Chit?
no? And I was like,
Well, do it, lady.
the fuck is do it, lady? So I'm gonna let you explain do it, lady, because I don't think I really can explain it. But how does do it, lady, like, because that's his catchphrase now in a way.
Yeah, that's a huge thing now is do it, lady.
So how did that come about? Like, I don't remember exactly.
So one of the episodes of his series
Hmm.
is it's one of the employees' birthday, and just like any office, you're passing around a birthday card
Hmm.
for everybody to sign. And they're asking, hey, who signed it, who didn't? They're like, hey, Chit, did you sign it? And he's like, oh yeah, here you go. Like he passes it on to the next person, and they look at it, and he just wrote real big, do it, lady. And they were like, what? What do you mean, do it, lady? He's like, do it, lady. And they're like, that's not a thing. Like nobody says that. What is that? And he was like, it is a thing. They say it, do it, lady. And then it just kind of everybody at first is like, no, what do you mean? That doesn't even make sense. And then somebody, Linda, I love her.
Hmm.
Linda's like, no, it's kind of catchy,
Hmm.
do it, lady. And then so everybody else starts saying it, and it does become catchy.
And it's
So
such a trip because like everyone I hear it and I see it as a meme and I know exactly what it is now, but I was like, how the fuck? It's
because
that.
it caught on so much that
Mhm.
people started making songs out of it.
Yeah.
Like they layered it over the Fergie song, the Fergalicious.
Hmm.
Do it, lady. It's
It's
hilarious. It's just funny.
it is. And like his next second famous catchphrase, and I can't even believe that this has become famous.
Yeah,
It's y-
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's all. It's yeah
Yeah,
twice. It's a
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And it's to the dumbest things. Like I think one of my major things. So again, real nerdy looking guy. Just you wouldn't think much of this guy. You'd probably think he probably has some severe mental issues type of thing if you saw him.
Right.
If this was a real guy in the streets, right? And I think the most tripped out thing that I had witnessed is like, well, I mean, on the video, it's him talking about how he used to be a model. And his coworkers are like, "You've done modeling?" He's
I
like,
did.
"Yeah, yeah." And I was like, "For who?" He's like, "Oh, you name it. Gucci, Calvin Klein, Jergens, all the big ones." I was
Jergens.
like, "Jergens?" The lotion. And I was like, what the hell? And then just like nothing, he has his modeling photos up on his computer. And it's like he's really fucking built and lean. And he's just doing the most dumbest poses.
Craziest.
But it's hysterical watching it. And then like his boss comes in to be all, like, "You're late for this, blah blah blah." And like that is Chet's modeling photos, and he's staring at it. He's like, "No." He's like, "Yeah." And he's staring even harder. He's like, that's really inappropriate for the
Really
office."
inappropriate for work.
And then he keeps staring. I'm like, "Oh my God." It's such a trip. And I have to admit, it's been a delight watching it. Like they're just really short videos, like no more than a
Hmm.
couple of minutes, if
No,
even that. And
they're
the
so
most
funny.
surprising things happen. Like Chet's girlfriend is mind blowing because it's what
Yes.
is her name? Candace what?
Candace Weiss.
Candace Vice, the
Hmm.
WWE wrestler,
Yeah.
and he's just this nerdy, scrawny little guy. and, and this is his girlfriend. I'm like, what the hell is happening? But it's just,
Wild.
it really is this delightful combination of deadpan comedy,
Hmm.
and it's almost like Napoleon Dynamite meets The Office. That's the best way to explain it. Like, if you've ever
Yes,
seen The
yes,
Office,
very
it's
much.
that kind of deadpan comedy and
Hmm.
the Napoleon Dynamite deadpan comedy, and they've merged and they came up with Chet, or Chit, whatever you
Shit.
want to call it. And I get the pun on that shit and chit. But it's insane. It's I can't believe how funny it is, and it's all brought to us by
So
this
funny.
comedian. So there's this comedian who plays Chet, and his name is Jay
Jake
Renshaw,
Renshaw.
and he's not anyone that I was familiar with, but Roxy looked him up and is completely in love with this guy now.
He's a very attractive person that
Hmm.
it's wild when you see the character versus the person.
Yeah, it's just kind of ridiculously insane.
Hmm.
Um, but because even I looked at it, I was like, wow, this guy, just with a little wig and this and that, he's a totally
Yeah.
different person. And it's kind of a trip just kind of looking at him. And in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do what I do and share screen with you. So we're gonna pull up some chat. Roxy, can you see our chat?
But
Can you see chat?
no. Oh,
No.
okay, there I can.
Okay. So here we go. So we have this is Jay Renshaw playing Chet.
Hmm.
And this is the character. And I love this. This particular episode is the model one where he's like, "I'm cold," and he comes back in wearing a Gucci jacket, and everyone's like, "Gucci?" It's like, "Yeah, this is just a holdover from my time of being a model." And they're like, "You were a model?" And he's like, "Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah."
Hmm.
It's so
Yeah.
great. So it's this must be like and he's always slouched over. He looks like he
Yeah,
has
he's
a
always
hump in his
like,
back. And so the fact that he was like a model was kind of a trip. And he's doing these sexy things. But here's another thing. So Chet has become pretty big, and that even USA Today has done an article on
Hmm.
it. On July the 5th, 2025, as current as we can, The Chet Show, a new social media sketch comedy, has fans in stitches. So true. I cannot, you know, tell you how hysterical this is. But Chet is just, an amazing character. So it says here, Chet is the main character of The Chet Show, a middle-aged man with a silly and awkward personality. Chet doesn't appear to get much work done, that is for sure. It's hysterical. But he cares about his colleagues, loves listening to Lil Wayne and Chappelle Roan. That is hysterical.
Chaperone.
Dapper, is it? It's not.
Chaperone.
Oh, it's not Chappelle.
No, it's chaperone.
Chaperone,
Yeah.
and can
Chaperone. Chaperone.
and can down a white claw. Uh,
Definitely can.
it's so. As for the name, Renshaw said Chet is a play on words. It sounds like a small and intellectual thing. Also, it has like a rhythm, which has been so helpful to us to have Shetcho sound like explicitive
Chit show.
show. Renshaw told USA Today. Um, So it's clever. It really is. It really is. The making of Chet. Let's kind of get into a little bit of that. Renshaw and his colleagues, Kyle Kennedy, who mans the camera and is an off-screen character in the sketch comedy, posted the first Chet video or shit video to TikTok on May 28th. The video, as of July 3rd, had more than 6.3 million viewers.
I think that was
That's,
the Black Purse.
yeah, that probably was. Currently, Renshaw and Kennedy film videos about twice a week, posting a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's just great. Renshaw, who is the main writer of the show, said sometimes he pre-writes scripts verbatim and he wants to see them executed. Sometimes he comes in with a loose framework, and then other times he and Kennedy just work out an entire idea together while filming.
I can
So,
see
I
that.
mean,
That's
I gotta tell
awesome.
you, this thing is just
Like
brilliant.
I can see that. That's awesome.
It really is.
I could see how they would start with like a sketch of what they want and then the
Mhm.
improv just takes over.
Yes,
I can really see
seriously,
that.
it's really great. I mean, I'm
It
gonna
is.
see if I can't get a list of the other characters, the Chet Show. Let's see here. I mean, it's kind of everywhere, but let me see if I can't get the cast. Because the actors on here are really good. It's been
Hmm.
great. Well, here are a few of them. Here's Jay Renshaw. Here's Kyle Kennedy. The Groundlings, I guess, is the group. Latrice Lewis.
She's Linda.
Well, she's Linda, and she is fabulous on that. Um, who's the other guy? Sam. They don't have him on here. Chet Show cast. Let me take a look here. Um, all these people who I've not seen yet. I don't think this is the Chet Show.
I don't think so either.
No. Let's see. Full cast and crew. Chet 22. That can't be it. Anyway, I think this is something else.
I think you clicked on the wrong thing.
I think so too. Although if I scroll further down, here we go. Who are the
There you go.
actors in Chet? As it will eventually pop up. Jay Renshaw, the Groundlings. That's so. This is what he looks like in real life.
Yeah.
Who Roxy is just like totally gushing over this guy, and you
Dang.
can see all these women kind of gushing over him too, because he's what you call good looking. I don't know if I would call him good looking,
Yeah,
but
I
some
do think he's good
people
looking.
think he's good looking. Like Roxy thinks he's good looking
I do.
in kind of a toxic way, I guess.
Well,
Uh,
trying to
but
pull up
okay,
the
so
cast
they're just
numbers too.
focusing on Chet, so we won't worry too much about the others, but you kind of have an idea. And really, it's a small cast that does this. It's just a cast of uh 4 to 5 people, and then every now and then they have a guest actor who like Candace, what's her name?
Candace Vice.
Vice, who comes on as the girlfriend every once in a while.
Hmm.
And, you've had a couple of athletes who have kind of popped up as well, where Chet's surprisingly playing basketball and he's
Yeah.
pretty good at it. I think one of the best episodes I've seen is where Chet is he's at the gym, is at his coworker's gym, and he's just pulling a little stretch band, and he was explaining how he's there to kind of get, in shape because they stole his
His
phone
phone.
at the men's warehouse, and it's like a Motorola Edge. It's not even a modern phone. And then all of a sudden, the coworker goes to go talk to somebody else, and then the guy who he's talking to is like, "What the hell?" And then Chet is just like tearing it up
Doing
on
those pull-ups, like
on the
banging them
pull-ups.
out.
I'm like, he's like, he's like, and he's staring into your
Just
eyes
eye
all
contact, full
awkwardly.
eye contact, banging
I
out the
was like,
pull-ups.
what the hell? It is absolutely brilliant and just
It's so funny.
it's so awkward. I would love to
It's
play
great.
a video. I would love to play a video of YouTube wouldn't be all like, "Oh my God, you're in violation of
Right.
so many
You can
international
look it up on TikTok
treaties."
or YouTube. Jay
You
Renshaw,
know,
shit. It's hilarious.
yes, and YouTube is too much like, you've breached international waters and you're
Right.
now going to be, in trouble for like uh violating our trade agreements with Europe and all this other stuff. If you hear that little weird sound in the background, that's just my dog.
That's just the
That's
babies.
just
Oh,
puppies, who may actually not be a dog. I'm convinced she might be a
she
skinwalker that
might
I just
actually be.
accidentally fucking
Yes,
because
I
she
might have
just
to agree with you on that
the
one.
weirdest stuff. This dog, like puppy, could be her own show type of
She really
thing.
could be. She really could
Like,
be.
this could be Chet's dog type of situation.
Hmm.
Because she's so awkward. Matter of fact, that's why I'm gonna dress her as Chet for Halloween. Because she could like get little glasses, a little wig.
Little wig. Oh my God, little sweater vest.
Oh my God. She'd probably just go comatose, like, what the
She was
hell
just,
are you doing?
she
She
would. I
she's
could
a
see
little
that.
neurospicy, so she does this weird thing with her paws when you hold her. It makes no sense, but it's too cute. But yeah, totally, she could be Chet's dog. It's insane how this thing has taken off and become such a
It has.
phenomena. It really is, and really, it just started off as something goofy. The black person skit blew my mind. I was
That
like,
was the best way to start a whole series because that
yes.
grabbed me. And I was like, this is funny as hell.
Ed walks into the office and it's the manager and Linda, who is a black person,
She's a
having
black
this
woman.
conversation. He's like, I heard there was a black person in here.
I
Linda's like,
heard there,
what?
I was looking for a black person. What do you say? There's a black person here?
There's a black person here, right? And then Linda's like, well, there's also a white person here, and
He's
he's
like,
like,
yeah,
no,
I don't need one of
I don't
those. I
need
need a
that.
black person. What do you say? I need the black person
I need a
here.
black person. And then she's getting all upset. And
He's
he's like,
like, well,
oh,
you got
here
her.
it
What's
is.
up?
And then he's like, oh, here it is. And it's literally a black
The black purse.
purse that's in here. So a black person in here, a black person here. Like, oh my God.
It was hilarious.
The,
I think that was brilliantly done.
it
It
was
was
the
so
way he was
funny.
saying it, and then the manager was like, "Wait a minute, are you saying a black person here?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it did
Yeah.
not disappoint. And he walks out, and I'm like,
And what
"Oh,
he no, he said, Success.
Success. Yeah, and he walks out. I was like,
Oh, God, it's
oh, it was
hilarious.
so stupid, but so brilliant at the same time. Because it really is one of those verbal and audio mistakes that you could totally hear
Oh,
happen
yeah.
at the office,
Because
you
when
know?
I first saw that video, I was like, ah, what is he
Yeah,
saying? And then when
because
he pulled up the purse, I was like, oh, hell no.
so and it's one of those mistakes that happen. Like, okay, so I'm gonna tell this story. So I was at this job, and there is this lady and this guy, and they're at the elevator, and they bump into each other. And the guy was like, "Oh my God, you look great. Have you been losing weight?" And she was like, "Oh, well, thank you." And but I've done nothing. And he's like, "Well, keep it up. Nothing looks good on you." And I was like, "But you totally get
Yeah.
was happening and she didn't seem offended, but like from an HR perspective, that is a major issue right there.
I'm like, I can see what he was going for,
Yes.
but
Like
oh,
nothing looks good on you. I was like,
nothing
oh,
looks good on
oh my
you.
God, please
Ooh.
don't. Like I did not hear any of this.
La,
But
la, la, la,
they're
la,
like
la, la.
la da 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 elevator, elevator.
Ring
But
the
it was
bell.
just it was just an innocent mistake.
That's
Which I'm
funny.
not doing I'm not doing anything. Well, nothing looks good on you. I was like, didn't you know?
Right.
It was quite brilliant, and I thought it was very funny. But it is just one of those accidental things that happen at an office.
Mhm.
Just you don't mean anything by it. It's just it happens. It's not sexual harassment, but like in this case, like the skit, it's not racism. I hear there's a black person in here. It was like it's a black person. He's just he's not saying it right. So it was just brilliant. So Jay Renshaw is just hysterical if you ask me. That's absolutely brilliant.
Very timely and very brilliantly done.
Yeah. So what was your first connection with this? Because my
My
first
first
connection
connection
was
was the
you.
black person here.
That was it.
That was my first black, it was the black person here, and then it was um
Do it,
the scary
lady.
look, the
Oh, the which
scary
one?
look, and then it
Oh,
was Do It Lady.
and Roxy loves the do it
I
lady
love Do
thing.
It
Like,
Lady.
oh my God. Like
Do It
she's
Lady.
even done the video, do it
I have.
lady.
I have made a TikTok using his sound. I have.
Oh
I'm
my
obsessed. Do
God. And then she's just always do it lady, but I can't
It
like
Lady.
there's memes and stickers out there that are of, you know, Chet and he's like do it lady and that's all it says because it's a big
There's
deal.
stickers, there's shirts, people are
Hmm.
getting birthday cakes. Like it's crazy.
It's
It
absolutely
is a huge thing. I can't believe how big this has gotten.
yes, it's mind blowing. It is absolutely mind blowing. So I can't believe it. Absolutely insane. But hey, more power to him. It's I hope this gets even bigger because honestly, it is funny and it is like when you're in kind of a funk, it is fun to watch and it kind of gets you out that funk because
Hmm.
it's normal. Oh my God, something stupid and funny has happened, and then you're just like in a better mood after that. At least
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think it's a brilliant sketch comedy, and I hope it stays around for a while because
I
that
really do
that
too.
was
I hope this
great.
goes on for a while.
Yeah, because that was just absolutely funny, and I
Mhm.
adore it. So, the Chet Show is a must watch for me.
I
Uh,
think
it-
so.
and you can find it on TikTok. There it pops up on my reels. It's
On
on
Reels,
YouTube.
yeah. I'm
So
sure it's
this
on
isn't,
Instagram.
yeah, this isn't something that is like a 30-minute episode. It's just
They're
quick
like quick,
2-minute
like minute
segments.
to 2 minute videos.
Yeah. And you're done. And then it's like it's just brilliant. But they do a lot in just those 2 minutes. It's
And
just
even in the 1 minute videos, they
oh
do
my God,
not
it
happen.
still like delivers a
Hilarious.
laugh every episode. I have not found one that has disappointed me.
Me neither.
Even the weird one where Chet gets his brother a job there. Have you seen that one?
Mhm.
Oh my God. And the brother he freaks you out because he takes off and he comes back with a Nerf gun and he's like, pow. And he gets Chet and it's stuck right on the lens of his glasses. So like if he actually did shoot him, it would have gone through the eye.
Right.
But that's the whole thing. It's kind of making that creepy fun of this, like, he really can't get you if he wanted to. I was
He was
like,
got her.
yeah. It was like, oh my God. So definitely got to check it out. Let's say you know a little bit more about the Chet Show, or you want to share your thoughts or ideas about the Chet Show. Please do to the VCR show at gmail.com. Check out our website, thevcrshow.com, and all of our social medias, which pretty much don't have anything on it, but they exist. Uh, and if you want to watch the shit show with Roxy or discuss the shit show with Roxy, which is life, you can at her social medias, which are.
On Facebook at Roxy Perez Curvy Model, on Instagram at PopRocks428, and on TikTok at the Pop Rocks. And Pop Rocks is spelled Poproxx.
And as always, I'm Vara.
And I'm Roxy.
And you've been listening to the shit show. But really, it's called VCR.
Potato, 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 tomato.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Success.
You have been listening to VCR, creative content by Richard Christopher Vara and Roxy Perez. Logo by Richard Christopher Vara with assistance from Annie Ramirez. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach us at thevcrshow@gmail.com or our social medias at Instagram and Twitter at The VCR Show. And you can also check out our content at thevcrshow.com. The show song is Addict by Nefex, instrumental, and you can find them on YouTube Music Library.